Welcome back to Newswire here on SportsGrid. Brady Kannon has got his eyes on several tournaments this weekend. There's a lot of handicapping for Brady to do in 1 week. Normally, we just look at one tournament, the Masters or the RBC Heritage, but this week he's got several. So we don't have a lot of time, so let's get right to it. Brady, great to have you back here on Newswire. A bit of a surprise last week at the RBC Heritage, I guess. Justin Thomas shows up and wins as a 20-1 dog at the Heritage in a playoff, Brady. And, this is basically if you had that crystal ball on Justin Thomas, you would know that he's going to win a tournament, but we just never know which ones. This is probably the only one of the year, but he got it done.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It's so frustrating trying to time it right with Justin Thomas, and you just know it's coming because he shoots, 62 or whatever at the Players Championship, and he looks like he's ready to be the Justin Thomas that we remember from a few years ago. This is the first win he's had in 3 years since the PGA
Wow.
Championship in 2022. We still know he is JT. It's just hard to pinpoint when he's going to show up. And I kick myself every time he wins, and I'm doing it again, for not landing on him because he was so close. It just doesn't look like he's ready really ever. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, of course he won.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so I know your opinion on the PGA Championship. You said you'll be fading Rory McIlroy. We're going to see him back this week at the Zurich Classic. I'm going to get you to fade him here again. I believe this has got to be right. This is the first time he's back on a golf course since winning the Masters, but there's a different format to this. I think we probably need a little bit of an explanation.
Yeah, it's a team event, a really casual, fun event that the players have really started to embrace here. And of course, it's in New Orleans. That's a lot of fun. Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy are defending champions, and they partied it up here after they won last year, and they're probably still partying from Rory's win at the Masters. Their price was extremely short here to repeat at around plus 350. So I went down the board a little bit further, and it's a really tough handicap, Craig. Typically we're given one player and one set of data statistics for that player. When you have a team element, now you have a two-headed monster. We don't have stats for how that two-headed monster performs. You have to kind of go off of what you expect out of each individual. I like to look at complementary skill sets. I took Keith Mitchell and J.T. Poston's got the great short game. Mitchell's great off the tee. I took Wyndham Clark and Taylor Moore. Moore great off the tee. Clark really good on and around the greens. Ben Griffin and Andrew Novak. Novak in great form, lost in the playoff to JT last week. Griffin has been very good this week. And then I took a couple of long shots who show up here at this tournament as well. There's a lot of unknown and a lot of randomness to this team event. And with the long shots, I took a couple of PGA Tour rookies, Danny Walker and Ryan Gerard, and then a couple of veterans in Doug Gim and Chan Kim. We're off to a pretty good start so far with Poston and Mitchell, and also Gerard and Walker. They're both currently tied for 7th.
Okay, so the Zurich Classic this week. We also have the first LPGA major of the season. It's the Chevron Championship, and this is again, I'm not familiar at all with this, Brady. So naturally, I know you have some picks to win. Who do you think is the favorite in your mind?
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's the old Dinah Shore, which they used to play in Rancho Mirage, California for the last few years, couple of years rather. It has switched to the Woodlands in Texas at the club at Carlton Woods. Nelly Corda, of course, is your defending champion, the Scotty Scheffler of the ladies tour. She is actually the second choice. She is not the favorite this week, but I played 3 of the shorter shots, Lim Kim, Lauren Coughlin, and Yalimi No. And our colleague Keith Stewart, he also likes Lauren Coughlin and Lanimi No. He's been very good historically with the LPGA and his selections. They're yet to tee off today, Kim, Coughlin, and No, so you can possibly still jump in on them. And then 2 longer shots, Nana Cortez Madsen. She's even par through 11 right now. I got her at 70-1. And then another long shot, Carlota Ciganda, one of the bigger hitters on tour, her and Madsen. This course, a lot of rain here in this area, so it may favor the bigger hitters. Saganda, 1 over par through 10 holes currently, got her at 70-1 as well. Again, Kim, Coughlin, and No, yet to tee off. So hopefully good rounds out of them. They were the shorter shots all around, 25-1 that I played to win this first major on the ladies circuit of the season.
LIV Golf is in Mexico City this week. I know you have some selections here as well. Is it one of the favorites or a long shot?
Yeah, we're all over the place with golf this week. Mexico City, Texas, but I played actually two of the shorter shots and one a little bit longer shot. In LIV, we're only selecting from roughly, 50 some players in the field. Bryson DeChambeau, Sergio Garcia, and Carlos Ortiz, I think you can argue, are the three best players on the LIV circuit right now. Sergio Garcia already has a win this year. DeChambeau, in the final pairing there at the Masters a couple weeks ago. Ortiz has been very, very good. Just in your neck of the woods a few weeks ago before the Masters, Craig, these three players all finished top 5 at Doral at LIV Miami. And I was on all three of them. And in my handicap, I have come to the conclusion that there's a lot of similarities and a lot of similar results. Big beast of a golf course with Doral and Chapultepec, what we have here in Mexico City. So I went with the same three horses. Again, they all finished top 5 at Doral. Sergio has a tremendous history here. This used to be a part of the PGA Tour from 2017 through 2020. They used to play the WGC Mexico here at this course. Sergio finished top 10 a couple of times. Ortiz finished 16th once, and DeChambeau finished runner-up once. So they've all had good experiences at this golf course. I took DeChambeau at 6-1, Sergio at 14-1, and Carlos Ortiz at 25-1 for LIV Mexico City.
So Byron Nelson is next week. I know that used to be a big event, but it's not now as big as the one the week after. Is it Truist that's after that? I think that's the next big one.
Right. The Truist is a signature event. They're going to play it in Philadelphia because normally they would be playing Charlotte, North Carolina, but that's where the PGA Championship is the very next week, where Rory has won a number of times and where in 2017, Justin Thomas got his first major championship. So those will be the two big names coming in as we head into Charlotte, North Carolina.
Thanks again, Brady. Have a great weekend.
You too.